Aptos is a 10x here, you guys. So I would buy Aptos. I would buy some more Aptos. And, I just pull up something here to look at. Also, helium and Ondo. And I'm just going to continue down this path here unless you guys ask me any other questions, which I'm happy to divert to. So, yeah, I mean, I'm looking at my holdings here. Aptos has a 10x. I have 5 times as much Sol as I do Aptos. And that's kind of putting too many eggs in one basket. And then Ondo as well. I mean, maybe I hate to sell any Ondo here, but I might because look, it's pushing up into resistance. So I don't know. I've never really done a lot of live trading. I'm not going to log into my account just because it's not a good idea. But look at this. Support flipped as resistance on Ondo all through here. Ondo hitting some resistance, tried to push up, rejected. So let me do this. I'm going to sell. I'll get to that, Scott. I'm going to sell Ondo. And forgive me for doing this while we're in class. This isn't self-serving. I'm always kind of searching for what's valuable for you guys instead of me just blabbering up here. And so me doing it might show you this is how you manage your positions and the potential there. So I'm going to sell $5,000 of Ondo and at the market because I think that's hitting some resistance there. Barely moved it, obviously, so that I can add to my Aptos. See, it's a matter of, yeah, that's what portfolio managers do. They move stuff around, rebalancing their portfolio. Okay, so the reason I'm doing this is kind of putting my money where my mouth is and just say, not just up here blabbering about things. And over time, we'll revisit this and say, hey, remember that time we did that? Was that a right thing to do? So even though Aptos is selling off a bit, I like this lower trend line. Let me just make sure that I've drawn this correctly. Now, this is where I need to be careful, though, and we need to be careful. So sometimes I'm a little bit loose with the trend lines. When you're going into actual buy decisions, you want to get these as right as you can. So it could come down in this range. There's a point to this. So should I just go in and do a market order right now on Aptos? Maybe. Or should I put a limit order in for down here? The answer to both is yes. So what I'm going to do is do a market order for half and do a limit order for the other half. That's the way to handle it. And that way you're in the game. If it doesn't go lower, you're still happy. If it goes lower, you get that lower price. So 50% of available capital, market buy, done. Didn't even move it. So, don't be afraid. And also, obviously I'm not moving the market. Second one, limit order for full amount available. At what price? It's not much. I mean, if it were just me, I'd buy all of it. But let's say trend line is here, this price at $4.85. It does make sense to do that. We're splitting hairs here, but let me just, for example purposes, again, if it were just me, I might just do it at $5, which is only 11 cents below where we are. So but the point is, the lesson is, if you think it's going to hold but could go lower, buy half, put in a limit buy order for the other half. Okay? Preview buy order, place a buy, we're in. Done. Okay, so what did we do? We de-risked a little bit with Ondo showing some weakness. And, we'll keep an eye on that. If Ondo comes back down here, then that would have been validation. That was the right move. I'm going to redraw the trend channels. Oops. And continue to move these down. Once we get 2 data points on the upward trend channels, Ondo is going to be a lot of fun again. I'm going to make Ondo great again. And sorry, guys, I'm not using Trump things on purpose. I'm just making fun of it all and having fun. But, Ondo, I think it has a lot of potential. 4x in the near term this cycle, but longer term, maybe more. Anyway, let's keep going. Now let's take a look at, everyone see what we did there? So Filecoin holding doesn't really give me buy or sell vibes. Solana maybe looking ready to, I hate to sell any here. It's in a big DCA buy zone. But again, the 4x versus 10x, maybe I'll sell some Solana, put it in some more Aptos.